Hey Nintendo fans and collectors, this is Lithium017 from my channel Nintendo Collecting 101, bringing you collecting tip number 39 called Signs, Stands, and Similar Things. So what I'm talking about in this video is getting some stands or maybe just some signs or anything else that's similar to kind of dress up your room a little bit if you have the opportunity. I've seen a few other collectors on YouTube. They have some amazing signs that are maybe light up, like light up Nintendo signs that actually do have light bulbs in them, and they kind of have cool designs and features. Those cost hundreds of dollars, and as a newbie collector, it's really not worth it if that's what you're getting into right now and you're starting out collecting. It's a lot of money just for a sign. If you're a hardcore collector, then maybe sure, you can spend a lot of money. These are some tips about how to get some signs and some cool stuff to kind of decorate your gaming room if you have one for cheap. So the first thing, these Mario and Sonic little display things. So here's Sonic, and it's kind of cool. The back of it has the items to kind of hook it up to the stand that you see right over there, which I'll show you in a minute. I had it brand new in box, and I haven't used it yet. I just barely opened the box and took them out. So they're both from Mario and Sonic at the Winter Olympics, and the stand looks something like this. So that's kind of neat, and they would go on top. I'm not actually going to put it together. I'm going to probably keep it new. I simply don't have room for this, but I might be able to make room for the Mario or for the Sonic. I think the Sonic looks really cool, the Mario not as much. How did I get these? In my gaming shop, my retro gaming shop that's very close to where I live actually, they have stands there, and you can ask to kind of buy the stand that they have, but sometimes they're able to still order it. So I was able to get this stand with those figures for $5.79 or something like that. Very inexpensive and a great way to get some bigger items. I think Mario is probably 2.5 feet by roughly the same size, 2.5 feet. It looks great, it's awesome, and you can just put them up on your wall somewhere. So that's definitely a way to do it. If you see stores that have stands, ask about it. However, GameStop and EB Games has been known to throw them out. So another tip you might want to do, side tip to this tip, is if you go into EB Games and you're friends with one of the employees, if you befriended the gaming store staff, you can ask them when they throw things out, because they have to throw them out now. And I am not above going to the dumpster behind where they threw them out and to take a stand or two, because they're pretty awesome when you do find them. Like the Legend of Zelda stand they had to throw out. Angered me. This is a poster or a little drawing from the game called Lair on the PS3. Not everyone knows this, but I used to work at EB Games. I worked there for roughly 8 months, several years ago now, in a very small location in my hometown. I worked at 2 locations actually, but they had some promo items, and this is, what number is this, 996 of 2000, and the game wasn't very good. But I got this for free just because it was left over. So sometimes if you go into an EB Games, you can just ask, are there any freebie items that are left lying around? And maybe they have something cool. So they might have stands, they might have signs, things like that. This GameCube sign I've discussed before, but the GameCube sign was free. I went into another local gaming shop and I just asked them because they were getting rid of all their GameCube games, and the owner just said, here, have it. And I got it for free. So it's pretty cool. It's like 4 feet by, I don't know, 16 inches, something like that. It's a cool sign, and I put it on the side of this black shelf. As soon as you enter my gaming room, I put it on the side of that. A few other items at the bottom here. These are boxes that I got. The one on the right is just an N64 box that was brand new that I bought online. And you could kind of use this if you really like the box art for a game or for a console, because this one was never used. So it's kind of like a promo box, or kind of like a sign. Similar things, let's call it. So you could use a box if you really like it for a game. And this one is a massive Halo Reach game box. It's a promotional box. I got it for free from EB Games because I still know one of the people working at the location where I worked. So I kind of got it for free. And I'm not a huge fan of the Halo games, but I have a lot of friends that are, so when I was able to get this, I'm holding on to it, probably going to give it away at some point. But it's kind of really cool. So if they had these for Nintendo, I'd definitely pick them up. And I mean, you could just throw this on your wall, it's kind of cool, or you could make it into a box and have it on your shelf. or on your desk or anything like that. So definitely try and look into getting some of these things if you have the space for it. But like I said, that massive stand for Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games, I just have no room for it in here. I'm cluttered. There's too much in here already. So I'm never going to make it, but I might put up these two little figures here. You can search on eBay for promotional items or for stands or signs and things like that, but they're probably going to be pretty expensive. So you can try and find them locally. Search on Kijiji if you really want, or anywhere else that you can think of, garage sales, anything. Because sometimes you really score and it's a great find and you're really happy with yourself. I bring these videos to you, the collecting videos, every Friday, and I'm going to be trying to post videos on Mondays as well. Mondays will not be collecting tips. Mondays will be other types of videos like figurines or games or anything else I can think of. I'm probably going to bring back gaming stories. So come on to my channel if you feel like it on Mondays and Fridays. Thank you for watching and have a great weekend.